Crowcoin has been on an absolute tear over the past month, up 120%. And as of the time of this recording, it is up 10.5% on the day, as it is approaching a key area for the price action at the 20-cent zone. Now, in today's episode of the Everything Crypto Show, I want to talk about the Cronos roadmap that was released. This is not the same as the Crypto.com roadmap. This is more focused on the Cronos blockchains themselves, and it does discuss things like the upcoming Crowcoin burns and the use of AI agents on the blockchain. Now, before we hop into the content, just a friendly reminder that I am not a financial advisor, nor do I offer any sort of financial advice on YouTube. I am simply here for your crypto news and entertainment purposes. And if you do find the videos informative and entertaining, please consider hitting that sub and like button. And I do appreciate all the support on the channel. You guys are absolutely amazing. So without further ado, we are going to get right into today's altcoin of discussion, and that is going to be Crowcoin. And I want to really do two different things in this video. I want to talk about the Cronos roadmap and what they are looking to achieve on the blockchain over the next year, and more specifically talk about the use of AI agents, the tokenomics roadmap as well, which does highlight the fact that they will be doing quarterly burns for the altcoin. And then we will take a look at the price action to wrap things up, as it is coming back on a key area of resistance at the 20-cent zone. So for starters, we did talk about the Crypto.com 2025 roadmap recently. This is not the same as the Cronos roadmap. The Crypto.com roadmap is focused on the centralized exchange side of things, while the Cronos roadmap is focused on the DeFi side of things. And some big things discussed in the Crypto.com 2025 roadmap included the Level Up launch, which saw some huge reward increases to the Visa, which I do think is relevant to Crowcoin, as you actually have to lock up a certain dollar value of the altcoin to get the benefits associated with the Visa. They talked about a potential Cronos ETF submission. Cronos 1 is still not super clear what that is. And something that they did discuss in both the Crypto.com roadmap as well as the Cronos roadmap is Cronos AI developer tools, which we will discuss as we get into this, as well as the token burns. So they kind of preface the roadmap here with a state of Cronos at the moment, and the Cronos ecosystem now encompasses 3 chains. So the Cronos POS is the Layer 0 network. It is the native protocol of the Crow utility token, representing around 1 billion USD in staked value. So here's the Cronos POS chain. Okay, there is 9.954 billion Crow staked at the moment, and you can basically see here that you can stake your Crow on this chain for about a 7.5% yield on average. And we can see here that at the moment, 9.954 billion Crow of the 26.57 bill in circulation is staked on the Cronos POS chain, which I do view as a bullish metric, because when you actually want to unstake your Crow from this chain, it is subject to a 28-day unbonding period. So I do make the general assumption that people staking their Crow on this chain for that 7.5% yield are generally going to be long-term holders. I don't think that traders would be willing to wait for 4 weeks before getting their Crow back for that yield. So I do view that as a bullish metric for Cronos. Then you have the Cronos EVM chain. This is the Layer 1 chain, and basically they have about 500 mil of TVL here, and this is where you go for all your DeFi stuff, your DEXs, lending platforms, liquid staking. This is where you are going to get those decentralized applications. So Layer 0 is for the staking, Layer 1 is for DeFi, and then Cronos ZK EVM is the Layer 2. Basically has native ZK Crow, a yield-bearing token, a curing Crow validator yield as a gas token, and they say here it holds around 50 mil of Ethereum bridged funds. So all 3 chains leverage the ecosystem's utility token Crow. For Cronos POS, Crow is used to pay for transaction fees, and then Crow holders can participate in governance. For Cronos EVM, the Crow token is used to pay for transaction fees as well, and as well just for the decentralized apps on the chain. And then for Cronos ZK EVM, the Layer 2, Crow serves as the underlying token for ZK Crow, a yield-bearing version of Crow Pro powered by Vano Finance staking protocols. So I do want to go ahead and get into the roadmap now, and the first thing they talk about is the use of AI agents built on top of the blockchain for some different use cases. They talk about the flywheel that this could lead to. So Cronos AI tooling could lead to more developers powered by AI agents, more dApps created here, which means more cloud and compute costs, more blocks produced, more tokens burned, more tokens bought to pay for cloud and compute, more mindshare to more users, back to more developers, and they just break down that flywheel. Now, roadmap overview, they talk again about the 3 different chains here, the layer 0, the layer 1, and the layer 2. And the Cronos roadmap aims to overcome several challenges associated with fully powering a billion AI agent world. So chain scalability, integration of large language models with Web3 developer tooling, end-to-end dApp deployment and servicing, and enhanced tokenomics to ensure the ecosystem's sustainability. So here they have the roadmap enabling AI agents. So Cronos Assistant, AI-powered news, notify, and QA services. Cronos One, so crypto super agent for on-chain activities, and then looking to make it semi-autonomous, agent wallets, proof of identity, expansion of AI agent, and then protocol infrastructure here. So ZK Sync governance, and just some upgrades they're looking to implement on the blockchain. So first, all 3 chains will engage in a collaborative effort to develop a unified suite of Cronos AI capabilities. So it looks like they are trying to attach the AI narrative to Crocoin as well, which has been a big narrative in this market and could be bullish for the price action as well. So the tokenomics roadmap will combine a comprehensive set of mechanisms that will increase the demand for Cronos blockchain networks while ensuring that the supply is right-sized. And one thing they talk about as well is simplifying cross-chain transactions between Cronos EVM and Cronos ZK EVM, so the layer 1 and the layer 2. I think that'll be important as well for increased adoption of both. So yeah, here's a tokenomics roadmap that we did post this on Twitter. So existing, they basically have native gas token for all Cronos chains, governance and validator staking for network security, dApps utilization and liquidity pools, as well as the periodic community pool burn and validator reward curve parameter. Now, the new things they're looking to introduce on the demand side include cloud compute payment currency for dApp development and fund seeding of on-chain AI agents. And on the supply side, they are looking to implement a quarterly burn formula based on price and block size. Now, we did talk about this more in depth in a previous video. But BNB is a token that has been doing quarterly burns, and we can see here if we take a look at the BNB chart, I mean, this thing has just been an absolute monster in terms of its performance. And you can also see that while it is off of its all-time highs, I think its all-time highs actually came in, let's take a look here. Over the past year, its all-time high came at 720, and it's currently sitting at 620, whereas Crocoin had an all-time high at 96 cents, and it's currently sitting at 17 cents. So I do think that, BNB did benefit from the quarterly burns, and I do hope that Crocoin can kind of benefit from this same narrative as well. And I do hope that the burns are significant to actually help move the price action to the upside. They talk about their renewed commitment to developers over here. So infrastructure partners such as Google Cloud, AWS, Ubisoft, and some other. Investments in dev tooling and cross-chain bridging, builders program, grant program, marketing partnership, business accelerator, and advisory, all of which could help bring some more developers and builders and just some more awareness to the Cronos ecosystem. So they talk here about their time frame for each of the blockchains. What you can go ahead and do is I'm going to just kind of, scroll through them quickly, and you can pause the video if you do want to read them all. I think the big things in this roadmap that I really wanted to focus on were just the focus on AI and really attaching that narrative to Crocoin itself, and then the token burns, which does have a direct impact on the supply depending on how significant these burns are. So that was the Cronos ZK EVM. Here they talk about the Cronos EVM chain as well, and then here they kind of talk about their roadmap for the Cronos POS chain. Now, to wrap things up, I do really want to take a look at the price action, okay? I really want to look at this before we wrap this video up, just because CRO is coming up on a key area of resistance at the 20-cent level, and I put us on a log scale to show just why this area is so important for the price action. We can see here that it acted as support back in early 2021, resistance in mid-2021, and then in late 2021, we actually saw that break above this 20-cent zone, and that is when CRO went on that run from 20 cents up to 96 cents. Now, in the bear market, we saw 20 cents act as resistance here as CRO was on its way down before it continued down further. It actually fell, 50% from 20 cents down to 10 cents, another 50% from 10 cents down to 5 cents. And now we can see here that CRO did break above the 10-cent zone and is back on its way to reclaim that 20-cent zone. If you were with the channel, if you've been watching the channel for a while, we were talking about CRO as a steal at this 5-cent level. And from there, it has seen a nice bounce off of those lows. But if we actually take a look here, we can see that CRO still has a long way to go back up to its last cycle all-time high. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying if you believe CRO can make its way back up to its previous cycle high, it is still 462% off of those levels. Now, we can see here on the weekly candles that it did actually try to break above 20 cents. It got rejected, and it looks like it is once again trying to make its way back up to that zone. So to the downside, if this trend does reverse, if I actually zoom out here, the first area of support I'd be looking for on CRO coin would be the 15-cent zone. Acted as some resistance back here in August of 2022, acted as some resistance here in April of 2024. And, below 15 cents, I would be looking at the 12.5-cent zone. Now, to the upside, if CRO can break above the 20-cent level on higher time frames here, I really don't see much resistance outside of, this wick on the weekly up to 23.5 cents. But I don't see much resistance here on higher time frames really until that 37, 38, really 37.5 cent zone. Downside targets for CRO coin would be 15 cents and below that 12.5 cents. Upside targets would be 20 cents and on a break above 20 cents, looking for it to break out of the high it put in last week at about 23 cents more or less. And then above that, looking for 37.5 cents on higher time frames. So on that note, I hope you all enjoyed the content in today's video. I hope you are all staying happy, safe, and healthy, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace out for now.